Oh boy, I'm not too happy right now. Okay. I did a whole 30 minutes of this game, and for some strange reason, the PlayStation did not save the video, and that whole 30 minutes is gone. Oh my god. The only really important. Okay, so I walked around Volsenberg. Volsenberg's really huge. I found out the Youkal or the shop people are protesting the Youkals, but I also saved a man's life. uh, okay, so I'll catch you up on. I came in here. There's a shop owner who who's he's the guy making the leg for um the one you call in the hospital. I can't even remember his name right now. I'm kind of pissed off. Anyways, he saw the heart pendant thing that Kate has around her neck. He assumed that I stole it from Hans, locked me in, and then he had what I can only imagine was a heart attack. And I had to find his medication, and there was a little puzzle with this clock over here where I had to put it before tea time and all this, or before dinner on tea time and all this other stuff. I don't know. So there's a large. It's not a large chunk, but there's a chunk of chunk of important stuff missing. He's gonna fix the leg, take it to Hans. No, not Hans. Is it Lars? Whoever's up in the goddamn hospital. While I figure out how to get the Youkals safe. I just and it there's no way to go back because there's just no way to go back. And I'm very pissy right now. So I'm just gonna go through the game, do more stuff. What am I fucking looking for? Yeah, I can't believe the PlayStation didn't save the fucking half hour I just did. I'm really, really fucking pissed off. So I'm gonna talk to this douchebag. Trust me, he's a douchebag. You guys didn't see, but he's a
Look just
douchebag.
next to the films there, Miss Walker. You should find a film on Baranor.
The film's missing.
Oh. Could it be this film I found? Of course it is.
Baranor, the cursed city. Baranor, the martyred town. Baranor has been nothing but a field of ruins and desolation since a week after the explosion of reactor number 3 in the nuclear power plant. Baltimore is on the other side of the lake, sheltered from the prevailing winds, and fortunately it seems to have been spared from the deadly radioactive clouds. Our town was mobilized to go to the aid of our neighbors. Although our town teams were modest when compared to such a catastrophe, there were nonetheless among us some brilliant mechanical engineers. In record time, they developed a small army of automatons capable of helping the affected people. Those men and dogs of steel could go where a human could no longer set foot without becoming
Oh yeah, there's a
seriously
giant
ill.
statue that looks like Oscar in
Over
this
there,
city.
they could be excavators, rescue workers, and treasure bearers.
These automatons look just like my friend Oscar. I guess people put that statue up in the square in their honor.
Yeah. Truly magnificent pieces, Nishtvar. The XZ2000 model is most assuredly one of Hans's major masterpieces.
Their mission was to bring back any survivors of the catastrophe to Baltimore, where the victims would receive the best care in Dr. Zamyatin's clinic. The Crystal, the fairy usually responsible for linking the towns of Baltimore and Baranor every day, carried the new type of rescuers to the scene of the drama and brought back the survivors of the catastrophe.
So Baranor suffered the ravages of a nuclear accident. But according to that film, the automatons you designed with Hans should have helped save lots of lives, right?
I'm afraid that's not how things went. Because of Captain Obo, who... Ah, that must be Sarah. Please come this way, Miss Walker. I'll introduce you.
Oh boy.
Miss Walker, may I introduce you to Sarah, my granddaughter?
Nice to meet you, Sarah. My name's Kate Walker.
I actually owe Miss Walker a candle. Thanks to her calmness and peace of mind, I'm still here and on my feet. She found my medication and gave it to me before it was too late. Donnerwetter.
You don't mean you had another attack, do you? Ah, you're being so very naughty,
Oh,
Grandfather.
they're supposed to be
You absolutely
German and
must
they
let
speak
Dr.
with
Zamyatin
English
examine you.
accents.
Come on, stay calm, my little child. When I go to the clinic to take the prosthesis to the young Youkal, I'll stop by and see the good doctor. Until then, why don't you make yourself really useful to Miss Walker? She's looking for some way to transport the Youkal caravan to the other side of the lake.
Well, I think I've already found the solution. The boat in the film, the Crystal, it must be the ship that's docked in the port. If it was able to transport the automatons you and Hans built,
and
it
the
could carry the
boats.
ostriches across the lake.
Ah, that's not a bad
Like
idea.
like the
But
inside of the
unfortunately,
boat's like a
there's a
Resident
slight
Evil game. I
problem
was
of
expecting to
size,
get attacked
dear
by
Miss Walker.
zombies.
What on earth do you mean?
Obo became a poor wreck when he simply abandoned our automatons in Baranor. The coward now drowns his sorrows in vodka. He's convinced that he fled because of the monster in the lake. Heh! Apparently the imbecile saw the monster, Himmelgott. So he went back on his tracks, abandoning all the automatons in Baranor, as well as the people they were there to rescue.
Grandfather, I know you're still really angry with Captain Obo because he abandoned the automatons that you built with your friend Hans in Baranor. He was supposed to wait for them. They were going to take all the survivors they found in the rubble to the boat and then bring everyone here to safety in Valsambor. But in the end, when he got to the beach at Baranor and saw the disaster and all the dead, he became really afraid. The disease, the radiation. He must have had an uncontrollable panic
radiation.
attack, so he immediately turned back, dumped the machines on the Crystal into the lake, and came back empty-handed to Valsambor. And the automatons have been there ever since, in hell. But who knows? Maybe today he'll want to sell. I'm sure Kate will be capable of convincing him to help the Youkals. I have to go do my waitressing shift in the tavern. Come by and see me later on, okay? Captain Obo will be there.
All right then. I'll try and convince Captain Obo. Thank you for everything, Mr. Steiner.
I don't know if I really should wish you good luck, dear Miss Walker. Baranor is only an open grave now.
Sounds like a place I can go and party at. So where's the tavern then? I didn't see a tavern when I was walking around the town. Yeah, but I'm getting Resident Evil 4. Whoa!
Lost your way, pretty girl?
I'm getting Resident Evil 4 vibes here. Like, okay, so I know where I am now. I'm in the middle of the or beginning of the town. I guess this is the tavern because there's a drunk guy on the outside. And now I can go. I couldn't go in here earlier, so. I'm really frustrated about that video.
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
Go speak with young Sarah. She could help you.
I hope you find the tavern agreeable, miss.
All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress the Steiner girl. It really gets to me.
I'd really suggest you steer well clear of Captain Obo, miss. He's always basically drunk as a skunk.
Drunk as a skunk.
We're pretty lucky with all we've been through. At least we've still got places like this.
That's Steiner right there. Okay, talk to Sarah then. Frau Sarah.
The captain is just there, next to the fireplace.
That's it? Fine then.
That shape there in the water. What is it? Captain Obo?
What do you want?
May I sit down for a second?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry to impose, but I actually really...
You know, you kind of remind me of someone. The wife of the quartermaster that served on board the Crystal after the war. Do you realize he got married to the first cousin of the wife of a machinist?
Oh, okay. That's all really interesting, but what I wanted to ask...
That's a really great story, really. Because did you know? So there. So the guy answers, I don't know nothing, Captain. Turns out he was hiding in the broom closet. Hilarious. Irina, the wife of the quartermaster, her name was Irina Malevna. Crazy how much you look like her.
Oh, gee, it's getting late. I have to go. You can finish telling me the story another time, Captain Obo.
So I'm not supposed to be nice to him.
Is everything okay, Kate?
Not really. I'd like to ask Captain Obo if the Youkal caravan can go on board his boat to cross over to Baranor. But I can't get a straight answer. He's completely sloshed.
I'm sorry, miss, but I really think you're wasting your time. He's getting drunk again to forget his crimes, like he always does. To forget he wasn't brave the way a captain should be. Can you believe it? In Baranor, he just picked up and abandoned his passengers. And I know, he'll never want to see that cursed place again.
I'm not sure that's true, lad. Even if he does drink a lot, the captain's a pretty good guy. Say the right thing, and you may be able to convince him.
If I'm ever lucky enough to find him sober, even for a moment, I need that drunkard to listen to me.
Maybe I can help you with that. I'll make him one of my famous small restoratives. After that, he'll want to sleep for 3 days, but at least his mind will be clear.
I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much, both of you.
Don't mention it. The way the Youkals are treated here is an absolute disgrace, so if we can help out...
Who knows what became of the victims and automatons the captain abandoned?
No, everybody hates the captain for that. But nobody volunteered to take the helm of the crystal in his place to pick up the survivors. If there are any left in Baranor, they're all dead now, that's for sure.
Grandfather says that the automatons would have broken down really quickly with nobody to maintain them.
Are there going to be like
Has Captain
human
Obo taken the crystal
automaton
out of port
hybrids?
since leaving Baranor?
That'd be kind of cool.
He's been far too drunk ever since then for that.
And anyway, the port's been closed since the tragedy of Baranor 20 years ago.
Do you think the crystal is still in sailing condition after all this time?
I'm sure there'll be a few repairs to do, but Obo never stopped keeping it in shape, you know. He loves his boat, despite everything.
Do you know why Captain Obo fled Baranor?
He must have been completely traumatized by what he saw there. The catastrophe, the victims, and then the radiation. He unloaded the automatons on the beach, but he didn't expect they'd bring the survivors back right then. He just cracked, completely snapped. Full astern and goodbye all. Can you even imagine?
Afterwards, he came up with that story of a sea monster appearing and attacking his boat.
Yes, the old legend of the monster of the lake. Convenient, isn't it? Go see the captain. Sarah will bring you the restorative when it's ready.
Something tells me there's more to the story.
Take this, Captain. This one's on the house.
My God! This piss water unbattens the hatches, swabs the deck, and opens the portholes. Hello, Miss.
My name is Kate Walker, Captain Obo. We met each other earlier.
To what do I owe the honor of your presence at the table of the regrettably famous Captain Obo?
This is good news, Captain. You're back at the starting block again. You have a new beginning, a new dawn.
Now that's a good show of spirit, Miss Walker. What'll you be having now? It's my round.
I'd rather you listen to me. You're my only hope of finding a solution to my problem.
Do tell me about it, please, miss.
Because the Youkals and their ostriches are stuck here in Valsumbor, it's causing a serious problem among the people in your community. Plus, the nomads have to continue their great journey. Only you, Captain Obo, can defuse the situation by taking them on board the crystal.
You're very wrong, Miss Walker. Everybody will tell you that I'm incapable of giving a hand to anyone.
It's true, people are quick to judge. But they're not the ones who went to Baranor like you did. They can't teach you anything about being brave.
Maybe. So tell me, where do you actually want to go then, miss?
To Baranor.
I'm a broken man because of what I saw back there that night, miss. A sad wreck of a man, really. And you're asking me to go back. Back there. Back to hell. I saw the hellish red eyes of the monster of the lake. Beast as big and long as my boat. Ask your Youkal friends what they think about it. They call it the Kilak, the evil spirit of the lake. The devil guarding the doorway to hell.
Well, let's just look at it like a second chance. What do you say?
No. Never.
In that case, I'll buy the crystal.
What makes you think she's up for sale?
You've left her in the port to rot. She's completely run down. You haven't the money to keep her shipshape. I have money, and I need that ferry.
She's a ferry, not a liner. The girl wants to take the helm of the Crystal. Now I've heard everything.
I know that if the proud Crystal had an equally proud commander at her helm, things would go better. But as you don't want to go on a voyage...
All right, all right. You can get your gang of little savages and board the Crystal. I'll take you.
Oh, thank you, Captain, really, with all my heart. And thank you on behalf of the Youkals.
Oh, but be careful now, Captain Girl. You're not there yet. There are 2 conditions, and they aren't negotiable. First, we stop by Naldas. It's a little town just a bit south of Baranor. That will mean we avoid the most radioactive zones, but it won't actually take you too far off your path. And second, we also sail by day. We're not going to finish up on the lake monster's plate. And it sleeps during the day. The beast is usually a bit of a night owl anyway.
I accept, Captain Obo.
In that case, all hands on deck now, sailor, because we've got work to do before we can hoist the anchor.
Come on, Kate. You hurry off and meet with the captain before he changes his mind. I'll go tell Grandfather to join you on board the Crystal with Kirk.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, it looks like that didn't take much persuading. That was actually pretty damn easy. So I'm gonna end the video here. Next time we will set it sail, hopefully, and see where our journey takes us from there. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.